Hello and welcome back. I want to take a brief moment and discuss multiplication. You see, a lot of the skills we learn in math, we build on. So it wouldn't be fair for me to teach you multiplication if you didn't know addition. And it wouldn't be fair for me to teach you division if you haven't learned subtraction, because those skills build on each other. As we go through the years, if we do not understand multiplication, it's going to be very, very difficult for us to do any other math going on. Um, and multiplication seems to be something we are significantly struggling on, and it's more than just where the decimal goes. We seem to not be understanding the pattern with multiplication. If you learned a different way to do multiplication, such as some people like to take these boxes and draw them out, good on you. I'm not going to judge and tell you don't do that. What I'm going to tell you, this is the way I learned. This way makes sense. And I see far fewer errors in computation doing it this way. So let's start off with something relatively simple. 38 times 3. So 38 times 3 is probably one of the lower level math problems as far as complication goes. So it's very simple. We have the ones column and we're just going to multiply it. We're going to multiply straight up. The 3 times the 8. 3 times 8 is 24. Well, I'm going to write my 4 down in my ones, but now I'm going to move that 2 over to the tens because that's 20. All right, so I have to add that up. That is my carryover. And now I'm going to multiply the 3 times that 3. 3 times 3 is 9, and add the 2, 10, 11. 38 times 3 is 114. Now let's take it just a little bit more complicated than that. Let's go 78 times 31. Okay, so we have a little bit of a variation here. We're going to start it the same way. We're going to multiply our 1 times the 8, 1 times 8, 8. Nothing to carry over this time. Now I'm going to multiply that 1 across. 1 times 7 is 7. Okay, now things change a little bit. I'm not just multiplying a 3, but the whole number here that I'm multiplying is a 30. And because of this 0, I need to make sure I have my placeholder 0 in here because there's a 10 involved. Now I can treat it as if this is a 1. Ones column. So 3 times 8, 24. Carry the 2. 3 times 7 is 21 plus 2, 22, 23. And now I'm just going to add these two numbers together. 8 plus 0 is 8. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Carry my 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. 2 plus nothing is 2. So 78 times 31 is going to be 2,418. Now let's look at one other example. Let's see if we can't expand on this a little bit. Let's look at 46 times 233. And I actually want to drag this over just a little bit, give myself a little more room. Okay. So again, we're going to work just like we did before. We're going to start at our ones. 3 times 6. 3 times 6 is 18. Carry my 1. Now I'm going to look at my 3 times 4. 3 times 4 is 12, plus that 1 is 13. Once again, I move over, and now I'm multiplying this 3, but it's not really a 3, it's a 30. So I need to have that 0, my placeholder 0. 3 times 6, again, that's 18, so I'm going to write my 8, carry my 1. 3 times 4 is 12, plus that 1 is 13. Now I'm going to move over to this 2, but that's not just a 2, it's a 200. So I need to put my 2 placeholder zeros now. Okay, so now I'm going to go back and do the same pattern. 2 times 6, 12, carry my 1. 2 times 4, 8, plus the 1 is 9. And now I just add. So 8 plus 0 is 8. 8 plus 3, 8, 9, 10, 11. Carry my 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 1 plus 9 is 10. So 10,718. The pattern is right here. I am always repeating the same pattern. I'm going to multiply the number on the bottom by every number on the top. And then I'm going to move over and do the same thing. Every time I move over, I'm going to have to add a placeholder. So if I was multiplying 1,234 times 1,234, I would do the exact same pattern. I'd multiply 4 times 4, 4 times 3, 4 times 2, and 4 times 1. And then I would have to recognize this is a 30. So I would have that green number. And then this 30 is going to get a placeholder with 1 0. And then I'll multiply the 3, the 2, the 1. This 200 gets 2 placeholders. And then I multiply the 4, the 3, the 2, the 1. And then this last one is a 1,000. And how many zeros are here? 3 zeros. So it would get 3 placeholders. And then you multiply 1 times 4, 3, 2, and 1. It's a repeating pattern that just grows as the math grows, okay? So you make sure that you line up your zeros, or you have your zeros. Make sure you keep your numbers nice and neat and lined up, and everything should work out, all right? If you have questions or concerns, or you don't quite understand why this works, I highly recommend checking out Khan Academy. He does a great job of explaining everything. Dr. Khan will break down the math. I'm more of wanting to make sure you understand how to do it instead of the why it works. The why it works was way back ago. And that's that. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and always see you in class tomorrow.